So today we're interviewing Michael over here about how his experience has been with 28 items on a honey-do list.
That's right.
All right, guys, so listen, check it out. I need your help. All these little dots are past sales. And there's hundreds of them. But the bad thing is that there's clear space on this guy, right? There's some clear space here. There's some clear space here. A little bit of clear space there. We've got to fill those clear spaces. So we need help. We need to service some families. Right now, we've got more pending sales than we have homes that are available to purchase, which is good problems to have. But, you know, we're in a scenario where there's very, 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 very limited amounts of inventory. I had a client go 53, swear to God, strike me down, $53,000 above asking price, and they were the third highest offer. So right now, as a seller, you're in a position to where you've got multiple buyers that are willing to pull the trigger if the property is priced correctly, even if it's a little bit above price. There's a lot of buyers out there. So we're actually headed to a closing. This property was listed by another broker a couple months ago, and they sat on the market for about 6 months. They actually, I think they got one offer, but couldn't negotiate and close it. And we had the property on the market, I think 10 to 11 days, and negotiated a great offer for them. And we're actually headed to closing. So they were, even yesterday, they were just kind of jaded about the process. And they were like, are you sure we're good to go to closing? Are you sure this is the time? We've got them to the finish line. They're pumped up. They're excited about it. And I'm super pleased to be able to help them. And not only that, but we actually have them under contract on their dream piece of property that they're going to build on. So see you later. All right, so that is a wrap. We just closed on 517 Brocart. Finally got it wrapped up, guys. If you guys don't mind sharing kind of y'all's experience, just to give you guys an idea, they had previously listed the property. I feel like they kind of, from the first time I talked to you, kind of giving up on the dream. It felt like a little bit, but we were able to get you guys to the finish line. If you don't mind sharing to the audience, kind of y'all's experience of, you know, working with a broker before, and then, you know, your experience working with Our Home Real Estate.
Sure. So last October we decided to sell. We hadn't planned on it, but we went ahead and put it on the market. It was on the market for 6 months. So we had a lot of showings. Yeah, so it was a long time. And we had, you know, kind of given up the idea. COVID came along and that kind of dampened our plans a little bit. And I actually had been ignoring a lot of calls from other real estate agents.
78 brokers.
Yes. But for some reason I answered the phone that day and I talked to Jay. I was very impressed just, you know, talking to him, and he convinced me to
I strong-armed her.
You sure? Yeah. yeah. So I decided, you know, after I talked to Michael, that we could talk to him, give him a chance. And so we talked about things, and you know, we were just really confident in how confident he was that he could sell our home. So we gave him that chance. And
so that's the modest part. So I met with them and talked to Steffany and Michael, and I gave them probably a 20 list punch list thing to do. So they've got a beautiful home in Farragut. There's just a little bit of touch up, and they've got a sloped backyard, and so made Michael mow it like 28 times, pull all the weeds and everything like that.
He's the real MVP here.
He truly, like, he needs. I should have got you a plaque of like the biggest punch list of all things. So, you know, I tell all clients that there's 3 components of selling a property, and that's condition, price, and marketing. Mm-hmm. And I've never had a client or clients go above and beyond as much as they did. You painted the house, pretty much the entire thing. And
4,300 square feet of it.
40. So if you guys ever need a painter here, she will hook you up.
I'm retired. Yes.
You retired? Yeah. And so, Michael, what all did I tell you to do? I mean, I feel like it was every other day.
Just a lot of landscaping work and touch-ups on the inside. We had a little project in the foyer, but it wasn't too big of a deal.
No,
we got it done.
So we listed their property, and I thought it was 14 days. They told me it was 11 days on the market. Showed it dozen or more times. And so, I knew that we're definitely going to get there. We had just come out of COVID, so it was a situation where there was a lot of unknowns, even for us. And thankfully we were able to get you guys to the finish line. You were a little bit hesitant there for a couple times. She was like, "Are you sure this deal is going to go through?
Is this really happening?
Is this for real? For real?" So
Yes.
I know you guys don't know this, but there's a lot of people that try to sell and aren't successful. So if you don't mind sharing to the audience, what we kind of did differently.
I think just having a clear guide as to what needs to be done to make the house more appealing to buyers. You saying this needs to be done, instead of just guessing ourselves and putting effort and time and money into one project when it needs to be focused here. That was a huge difference. I think, a lot of the work that you did behind the scenes, like calling people, connections that you have. I know that we asked advice on like who can we call to fix our yard or whatever, and you always had somebody there at great prices too, which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
So that, and I think your marketing makes a huge difference. That's something that I don't feel like necessarily in the first 6 months that we tried to sell that it was as well done. I feel like you do a really good job of getting our information out there and making those connections, because networking is obviously very important.
Yeah. And just, I guess like, compared to our last agent, you had an abundance of more sales. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
With that kind of track record and your background and knowing what it takes to sell this kind of house in this area, this is what's most important, and giving us that to-do list to just knock it out was very helpful.
Well, the philosophy is always a win-win, and we just wrapped up with the buyers just a second ago. They're excited about it, and this is the true definition of win-win-win, because you guys had a successful sale super quick, and I'm super excited for the they're actually building, so we'll post some pictures up to come. So I appreciate it, guys, and wish you guys the best.
Thanks. We are very, very appreciative of you.
Good.
Thank you for all you've done.
Absolutely.
We're super excited.
All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.